ngba kwando bin ku baga ja ndono ba kama do manata nda ke duwe sampo pindu e samma ya taka nda ka ke mpumpa na mbebo ne nyane do wele samma ya mosa ke mpumpa mmai anake mpopi fune mpapando anake mmai fune mpapando mmai ya fune mpapando aka ya sa mpopi na ne sake ndwe ke mpumpa wa lansa na nyike na pula na ngabo ya pula ne japa cha ko sunu kata ne ka pimbona ne la domba mo pone ntina na ya pink na la domba mo pona ne sake mpo pink celebrate wa na ko sake mpo pink ko pumba power wa ne chi power kasanda na ke daga la pun ke nyanya ke tu kata ya moda ye don chagati obwa pound temane asama yano obwa maga kumbwa obwa anata obwa mbiabo nla ke papa ndo to parabo mu pam ko bakama munye papa mbiabo mu sale ya kanyane ta ton te gabne ya ngapone kata ko banu ke ko le kana ton yimna ya bwa ta ko banu ke ko wa wono ke le kana ton yimna bwa ya obwa kan yi wa yimba obwa maga kumbwa nda ke yiwi yimna pone aya bo social media platform kama bwa la ka ke kana video bom na bangaba besa create kanyane obwa maga kumbwa umbe ashamane tema yanyo papa mbwa ya o the message ka pa ka de dala pa ka none mpa pa ndo ta ba mobo ke ya message mbang ngam mpupi nka ngam mwai nka mwam ke yang papa ndo le nyang fu no papa ndo anake le nyang do papa ndo nyeke na salana le nyang la fu no papa ndo nyeke le nyang la le po pi wona na de do po pi mpona nka male ka chi da ka na to do ya wa pe na ngaba na no pu pawo na dwe ko pu ma pawo de ndre do chi da ka le nyang ka sana la da ya mbake na bwa kulumbo kate pre-message te pete bwa ko bwa maga ko bwa de ngaba do na ka timba kwambia kana bwa mna na beti bwa kwa na beti ya ja tintuati nyomo bwa mna ka timba kwando yomo bwa mna pacha ba mo bwa mna nyomo bwa mna wa bwa ja le bobo ya ko maka ngana nyu ya ka timba kwando mbake na bu no kulumbo kate te message anata bwa ka o bwa kwa mna de ngaba de dala pa ka timba kwambia na bu kulombo ka tepe ke ya bwa ngbabu nsama popi nga sama mwan nga ne akama do mina ta na ka ke namba boje kampomba pawo do mina ta nyana ke ya bwa ngba ya popimbo nsa ke ngaba mpompa wo de ngampompa wo na sata moya ne samwa ka timba pandwa nsa ke mpompa wo.
Thank you.
Let me start by making this quick submission.
Okay.
To let you know the meaning of concombers and why the name concombers.
Okay.
And what we do. When we talk about the word concomber, our neighbors those days, or some of our neighbors even call us pampama. Okay. Pampama is a corrupted word.
Okay. So the right word itself is?
The original word is bupampam.
Wow.
Upai means hunters. Bupampam are the great, that is great hunters.
Okay.
That is the translation in English. But because they couldn't pronounce bupampam, they were pronouncing it pampama, pampama. I don't know whether you've ever heard of pampama.
Okay. Interesting.
So the word actually is not concombers. The original word is bupampam.
Bupampam.
Bupampam. So our neighbors call us pampama, pampama. So when the English or the white came, they also couldn't pronounce the pampama or the bupampam. And then the went or the nameless concombers, and it came to stay. So that is the origin of the name of our tribe.
Okay.
That is it. So as the name even suggested, or as I've explained the meaning of Bupampam, our people were hunters, and then also farmers. That was their occupation. Now, back to your question. I am going to start it, or it's going to date somewhere around 1882, 83, thereabouts.
Okay.
That was when the Germans invaded our lands. Probably concombers have been in existence. You can't even date it from whichever year to either AB or AD. But because the Germans came around that time, my argument or my submissions is going to be based on that particular date.
Okay.
Around the year I've just mentioned, the Germans were somewhere around Ibubu. Ibubu is now part of Togo.
Okay.
They are now somewhere around, they were around Ibubu, Kara, Lome area. that was where the Germans came to settle. Let me also let you know, or to interest you to know, that the Europeans that came to our modern day Ghana, those days, Gold Coast, or even before Gold Coast, it was only the Germans that tried to invade the Concomba lands, or where the Concombas were. Okay. So they were around the Kara area, the Lome, and then you come to somewhere around Petap, and then there's this small stream or a river. The chairman of that particular committee, the name was R.I. Halassan, and Halassan was a Dagomba man. Note that Halassan was a Dagomba man. And the lands commissioner at the time, if it is today, the Lands and Natural Resources Minister, the lands commissioner at the time was Lieutenant Colonel Ibrahim Abdullahi. He superintended the formation of the commission. And my brother, it will interest you to note that there were 12-member committee. Out of the 12, half of that number, 6 of that number were from the other tribes, apart from the Concomba. They had the Dagombe, the Numbes, the Mamprusis, and then the Gwenjes in that particular tribe, in that particular committee, leaving the Concombas. There was no any Concomba man in that particular committee. And that committee too was to see to it that they divide or share the lands among the other tribes. And you can imagine. Do the great job. That is what I am coming to. You can imagine what happened. So the committee sittings, the Concomba didn't give up. Nonetheless, they were not there. They still went, provided their writing and oral evidence to the committee to let them know that, in fact, from Chaboba all the way to Bendri to Wapuli, coming to Sambol area, which is now Mion, to Yendi, all the way to Passa, that side, those areas belongs to Concombas. But they were denied. They were not given those lands. That particular policies too that the state took at that time worked to the disadvantage of Concombas. They were not listened to. All the evidences they provided, the committee decided to ignore that, with the reason that because they had Yana and the Gombes over there, the Gombes claimed that they owned those lands by conquer. Now, the question is, the Gombes and Concombas never had any war. Concombas could not conquer or didn't conquer the Gombes to own that place. The Gombes too didn't do that to Concombas. If they do, let me know, viewers, which year, what was the name of that war? How do they conquer the Concombas?
The time. So, like I said, let me activate the phone lines for only 2 calls. If in case you want to call 0559 504 0559.
So, I think I've said it in English. My particular number, you know, Obapo Pokan Papa to school. Okay, near Lekan and Belay no Kakabanga, Katina Ayembe, Abe Nambe Ali Impone. Yale Yendi Kanaka, Tinika Temble Yendi. I'll be the last person, and I'm a banker Benufi, Capital and Kubabaga Yendi, Debbie. Bama Bamuna Yetuban Pony, near teacher, book correct. I catch a Belenica Yendi, Yebopale Yendi. Me, Mba Akrala, Mother Kabakaragamajami, Kababula Badagmayaka Yendi, take a book at Tam Majam. Liam Bena, Bakagali Yellow child, and Anali Lepapayamba. Tayan Kinyaka, Letumba and Benama, Temple 2. Number 1, number 2, niye bekanke to buy internal conflict resolution mechanism. Na ganga boko opapani no papani ya patubroke. Timaka akma tu timumi tatacha banong want to bona. Tumuko mumu panale na benumpi ma masurin magmangam le yamagatana tabula. Na yetu wana ngana lapam le na mobitu wana. Magang kembangam papanam pi na le yake obaya ka ben nanke. To take a boy to man to teach it to Ghana. Upon Bobby Monanke, teacher or can't na. Iabo to Gaka, Tinker Baba, like a Namuke to Ghana, Muye to the Tomato Tibana, Layan, Yabapam, and Abasa Tibana. Nake Tomoka became a back and tan table, Nabene, and then Tomumu Panam lay inu back at Brocken. Talanki, Igada Pank, Yokedabu, Anna Kucho, Anna, and Pinky Chetu. Okanjagobi. In my police station to report. You are looking at us and not in Babian. Court about your court. Only this boy's court can now mock Abolange to Mobia Banaka. Take more court. Akicha, Obialan Tingerna, Nagabuke, Tambiana, like it in the Benajutan. Bunapi, Edwin, no number.
All right.